Hey you guys, got some Battleground footage here. It's from about a month back, but I'd been sort of doing videos out of order, so some of the Ares War and Venus battle footage you've seen was probably um, from from after this happened. So yeah, my BR is fluctuating a bit in the videos. That's also why I was like, oh, I'm gonna record a tune overview or not. It's not that I haven't wanted to record a tune overview for you guys, and by all means I have. I've been sort of a spaz about it, and I don't even know why. I don't really care that much, but I was like, my BR just will not stabilize to save its life. So, usually I go a period where it just sort of flattens out for a while, and I think it's just because it fluctuates so much with dimensions and things now, and I've been trying some of those. Anyway, so again, just being a spaz and not doing a tune overview. But we have been prepping stuff for some guides and things for patch 6.5. Cosmos has already put previews on the blog and on Facebook, preview pictures from that patch, and we'll do more once we can. And so yeah, I'm already getting that stuff set up for you guys. So maybe do a couple more videos after this, or a few, depending on how much footage I have on backlog. I'll go through it all. But yeah, after that we'll be doing patch videos for a while, until early March when I think the patch is coming out. So definitely check that out. There's going to be a new MP and all sorts of stuff coming out. I'm not sure if it's all great or bad or whatever. I think it's sort of maybe neutral at this point. I don't know. They're not getting rid of a lot of things that you know, so don't worry about that. But there are new things coming up. So yeah, we have those changes, and yeah. So otherwise, we'll leave this as a gameplay. The sort of featured player here is going to be JKeith, and we have a bunch of different fights. Here, actually, this fight against Death Whisperer is very nice. Just barely managed to survive because of that passive shield, or else I think that big Delphic would have killed me. But yeah, so the featured fights are really against JKeith. I have 4 fights against her. The pairings of sylphs that we have versus each other always changes. So the first one's going to be Frigga Odin, and then it's going to be Odin I think, and then we do Frigga and Thor. So you get to see all of my sylphs in action, or at least all of my merged sylphs in action, and against somebody else who uses all of them. And of course they're going to be different in nature as far as the fights go. Things with Thor tend to go very quickly, and ones with Odin and Frigga are a little bit slower. So yeah, this was a poorly played fight on my part, but I think BR-wise, I'm just at too much of an advantage. And that said, there are people who, like my first fight with King and with Captain, where I'm at a BR advantage, so I don't show all of the fights. I tend to just pick the one that maybe looks the best, and show that one for the video. But that said, I'm happy to chat, and if you guys see me in BG, for sure. Say hello. I always like that. And yeah, if you want to be in the video, we'll get into a fight. And if I'm recording, I don't record all of them, but yeah. So for sure, say hello. I tend to do the last 2 battlegrounds, so the one right around World Boss and the one right before Reset. And I think that's exactly what's right here, is back to back those two battlegrounds. And yeah, so I like it when people say hi. So I'll try and do more of these, and see if I can get some good fights with plenty of the top players. JKeith, I think, is not super at the top, but definitely a solid BR. I'll show her BR at the end. It's a little bit confusing because she doesn't have the kit on, which will actually more than have your BR. The kids are so much BR, so I can't find her in the rankings. Just have my friends scrounge around on her server to be able to get me pictures of her stats, just so we could compare. But this is something I've done in previous Battleground videos, where I have sort of a featured set of fights. I'll try to show people stats. So yeah, I think that's all there is to it, and I'll see you guys at the conclusion. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so we're wrapping up things against JKeith with a battle of the Thors. We've used all the other ones, and I have lost with all of the more tanky Sylphs. And she just hits so hard that it's really difficult for me to do anything substantial, which, aside from really just trying to live, you know, I think maybe I should have thrown my Celestial Titan toward the end of my Titans and maybe tried to get a big hit on her. But with Thors, this happens, is that, you know, people get deflected really badly, and it always seems like the rate is higher with Thor, but I don't know if it's the rate is higher or just like when you do get deflected and you have a Thor on, it's just that much worse and that much more noticeable. So yeah, I managed to win one fight against JKeith, and that was when it was with the Thors. I'm clearly better at using Thor. But here, just showing her stats and mine. You know, as far as the BRs go, I took my kit off at first just to show the BR difference, which is, you know, 1.2 or 3 million without the kids on. But that's not really a ton. You know, a good chunk of that is because her resistances are so much better, and I really think that's the reason why she hits so much harder than I do. You know, her magical attack and her defenses and HP are not so much higher than mine that it's going to make a huge difference. I mean, it'll help a little, but not anything too crazy. But her reduced res is so much better than mine, and yeah, that makes such a huge difference. Her regular resistances are better, but I think the reduced res, the fact that her reduced res is almost twice mine is problematic, and I do end up trying to do dimensions a little bit since then, or since these fights, and I was like, oh crap, these actually do help, and I was sort of hoping to get away with not doing dimensions ever again, but I'll at least try to do them a little bit, like not anything super crazy, but doing them enough so that I get a little bit of reduced res. It really does make a difference. But anyway, that's all there is to it, you guys. Plenty more to come. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a very good day.